Hello everyone, here's a review of my CO2 airsoft pistol. This is the Smith & Wesson brand M&P40. This is like, I guess it's comparable to, what a Glock 17 might look like. Kind of your standard law enforcement pistol. Anyways, there is a RIS rail right here. If you want to put like a laser or flashlight or something. Really don't need it, just more for looks, I guess. The gun's all plastic except for metal trigger. It's got a metal internal barrel. It's hard to see, but aluminum internal barrel, metal trigger, and some of these little pieces on the side here are metal. Like on this side, I don't think they do anything, just for looks. On this side right here, the safety is a little bit different than most guns. This is safety on, I believe. Yes. Safety on, you can still pull the trigger. This is safety on. And then this right here, let's look it up. Safety off. Obviously there's no CO2 in it. But safety off and the safety on still instead of blocking it so you can't pull it, it allows you to. Just makes it not do anything. This is non-blowback version. Meaning the top does not come back every time you shoot it, which I really like. Conserve CO2. A lot more quiet, no recoil. So, a lot of, CO2 pistols, you have a really thin mag that goes in there, and then your CO2 goes in the handle, or thing slides out and it goes in the handle. Not with this gun. This gun, here's your, clip here, and the CO2 actually goes in here. The gun, it'll come with, the gun, the clip, and this little Allen wrench. It's a hexagon shape, all metal tool. Magazine is all metal. Gun, gun's pretty light without the magazine. Magazine definitely weighs more than the gun. But yeah, anyways, you unscrew this. I'm not going to do it right now because there is, like almost a brand new CO2 cartridge in there. But, unscrew this using the metal tool right here, either on that end or that smaller end right there. That goes in there, just like that. Then you unscrew it. Take your little, I think it's 12 gram CO2, drop that in there, screw it in there tight. You'll hear it puncture. Some clips for some airsoft guns say they'll hold, a certain amount of BBs, then really you can stuff more than that in there. This you cannot. This holds 15 BBs, and that's it. You can't, don't try to force any more. It's just strictly, it holds 15. How it works is, a lot of you might be familiar with this, or might know how it works already. Put your CO2 in there, and every time you shoot, let me see if you can see this, a little bit of CO2 comes out of the top here, and pushes this little piece forward. Let me push forward with my finger. Shoots the BB out with a little puff of, CO2, which is compressed carbon dioxide. And then, it goes back in. Your next BB comes up. This thing pushes forward, shoots it with CO2, comes back, and as fast as you can pull the trigger, just really fast here. I'm not going to shoot it right now. Later on I'll do a shooting test. But I will say, they make these in black or tan. I think the retail value is around $60, $70. I've seen them online for about $70, and I got this at Meijer department store. That's where I got a couple of my guns. I know it's not the ideal place for airsoft guns, but I've seen this brand new, not in sale, no clearance or anything, just its, normal everyday price was $35 for the gun, the clip, and this metal tool right there. I don't think it came with any CO2 canisters or little cartridges, powerlets, whatever you call them, but I got 40 of these at Meijer's as well for $21. Yeah, $21 for 40 of them, Crossman brand. So, that's pretty cheap. One CO2 cartridge will last about 10 or 15 clips, I would say. Definitely last quite a long time. So that's 15 shots per mag. On the mag here, there are little not adjustment things, but it says like, that's about 4 BBs, that's about 6 BBs, 8, 10, 12, and 14. So, can't really read them, but yeah, on the side it shows that, just to show you about, how many BBs will be right there. On both sides it shows that. On this side it shows, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. Then this is 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16. Don't know why it does that, just to show you, give you an idea where the BBs are. So yeah, FPS wise, feet per second, this is comparable to a lot of high-end AEGs. I would say it's about anywhere from 350 to 375 feet per second. Never got it chronoed, but I would say at least 350. This is a really strong gun, to be honest. For CO2 pistols, it's great. Never had any problems with it. I lend it to friends all the time. They just love it. Yeah, so for $35, can't go wrong. Even if you got this for, around $50, I would say it's good. $70, which is what I see it going for the black or tan version. I wouldn't pay $70, but, I would say $50 or less, it's a great gun. So, yeah, I would definitely give it 10 out of 10. Best CO2 pistol I've ever used. Never jammed. Nothing's ever gone wrong with this, to be honest. It's really accurate, especially when you're taking your time and shooting. You can see the sights there. If you're pulling trigger just, as fast as you can, just rapid fire, then it's not that accurate, but definitely enough to hit a person. But, if you're trying to get like a bullseye on a target, it might be more difficult. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. I know tournament stuff, there's a feet per second limit. It's usually around 400, maybe 450. This should be fine, no problem. I'm sure it's around 350, 375. So, once again, Smith & Wesson M&P40 CO2 version. Got it for $35 at Meijer department store. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below, and I'll be sure to respond to them, answer your guys' questions. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.